But I'm not here to talk about Twitch because Twitch sucks.
Man, that clip aged like a fine glass of wine, a nice glass of milk. It aged like something you've never actually seen. This is something that I feel deep down in my heart I need to talk about because it's the beginning of the end, it seems like, for Twitch. One thing that you'll see in this video that you won't see in other videos is an explanation as to why this is happening to Twitch. For those of you who don't know, which I assume will be none of you, but if you don't know, Twitch is going under a whole lot of drama, a multitude of things, some related, some not, all very, very bad for Twitch. Like, really bad. I can't make a video long enough to go over every single thing that has gone bad with Twitch. That video would probably have like a 2-hour runtime to go in depth into every single thing. So I'm gonna give broad strokes over a couple of things. A couple of very important things. This all kind of began, kind of not really, but kind of began when QT Cinderella had drama with her camp thing. This was a thing that she did last year, where a bunch of creators come together and do this little camping thing. I don't know, that's the best way I can describe it. And XQC was supposed to go. He said he was gonna go, but then decided to pull out last minute. Alright, fine, schedules change. But then he started to catch a lot of flack from other creators because they were very upset that he didn't go. That's not too much drama, right? Wrong. Little did we know that this one event would be the catalyst to an entire thing, an entire barrage of bad misfortunes come crashing down upon Twitch. Now I know what you might be thinking, what, because XQC didn't go to this camping thing, everything went downhill? Yes it did. And I'm gonna give you a couple examples as to what exactly happened. Only a couple. Mind you, there are a lot more. I mean, a lot more stuff. But I'm gonna go over the broad strokes and the most important ones. Not long after that entire debacle, XQC broke up with his significant other while live on Twitch with 100,000 people watching, and it was this whole drama, this whole debacle. During the same week, a Twitch streamer called Slicker got exposed for scamming his friends and his viewers over $300,000. From what I've heard, the excuses that he made was, oh, he's in need of money and, you know, he really needs the cash. But in fact, he didn't. And in fact, he used that money going gambling, is the reports that I heard. Those two things are pretty bad. Those are pretty bad things, but that's not the main thing. That's not the main reason that I'm making this video. The worst news that's come out of Twitch throughout this whole debacle is one streamer has been accused of SA. SA is extremely serious. That's bad enough as it is. That's probably one of the worst things that can happen. But it gets worse because it's said that the top streamers, you know, the big dogs, the people that make up 99% of Twitch's income, that they have been covering up the entire thing or have been downplaying it. Some of these people include Miskiff and Maya and reportedly others, but it's bad. It was really, really bad. And this has been downplayed originally by a multitude of other streamers, but then once it started to get into the public eye and they started to get called out, they of course, you know, switched on a dime and said that, oh, yeah, this is the worst thing ever. Even though they were downplaying it moments before. It's kind of the dichotomy of Twitch. This entire situation is basically Twitch imploding on itself. Miskiff was kicked from OTK pending an investigation, and this entire thing is still ongoing. It's still pretty fresh as of recording this video, so all the details are not entirely out yet. But it is pretty safe to say that there was SA and it was covered up. And let's not even get started on Twitch's new policies. I'm glad that I never tried Twitch because it just seems like the worst kind of hell I could ever inflict on anybody. I'd rather walk on hot coals while getting titty twisted than go to Twitch. And apparently other people have the same sentiment because it seems like there's a mass exodus out of Twitch, not only because of this situation, but because of the way that Twitch just handles other things. While this entire thing is horrible and really beyond words to describe how messed up the situation is, it is going to be interesting to see how this entire thing kind of plays out because a good majority of this drama is kind of surrounding OTK, which is an org. So it's going to be interesting to find out if people are gonna leave OTK or if OTK is just gonna collapse entirely. Because Miskiff was a pretty big part of OTK. And since a good majority of this drama is around him, it's gonna be interesting to see if he's gonna stay or if he's gonna go. I'd like to pull attention to another similar situation that happened a year or two ago with the group called Lunch Club. In Lunch Club, everything seemed to be going hunky-dory until the allegations against Call Me Carson came out. And once that happened, Lunch Club collapsed entirely. Nobody wanted to do anything. Everybody went off in their own separate directions. Some people starting different projects and some people quitting the internet and content creation entirely. So it really doesn't take a lot for an org to shut down, especially with something as extreme as this. Now, I don't know if Schlatt knows anything. I hope he doesn't. I sincerely hope that he was completely oblivious to this entire thing, because if he was oblivious to this entire thing, then that's 2 places that he went, 2 organizations where he was caught up with friends engaging in inappropriate behavior. I really hope that he was oblivious to the entire thing, and I hope that a good majority of the OTK members were oblivious to the entire thing as well. And while the story with Mizkif is kind of the main thing, the main story behind the entire drama with Twitch, there are so many other things that happen, some that are minor and some that are pretty major. Regardless, it seems like Twitch is kind of limping its way to an early grave. Which begs the question, why is this happening? Why is Twitch suddenly getting hit by a barrage of bad luck and horrible things and horrible misgivings? Well, I actually have the answer to that, and it's something that people have seemed to have forgotten about. This entire thing, all this drama, all coming out at once, everything being revealed, is an attack done by YouTube. Now hear me out, I want you to think about it. 3 weeks ago, there was drama with Corey, where serious allegations were thrown at YouTube. And what did YouTube do? Nothing. Didn't respond at all. And in fact, 3 weeks after posting my video, they still have not responded to the thing at all. Nothing. Zip. Zada. But now it seems like people have completely forgotten about the misgivings of YouTube and the horrible way that they treated Corey. Why? Because they pulled their attention to Twitch. This is not a coincidence. I submit to you that this was a deliberate and orchestrated attack by YouTube to expose Twitch of all its dirty little secrets. Not only is Twitch suffering greatly because of all of this drama and all these horrible things that are happening on Twitch in recent days, but everybody seems to have forgotten about all the horrible things that happened on YouTube. It's perfect. It's genius. 2 birds, 1 stone. It was clever, it was orchestrated, and it was executed to perfection. Now, did that actually happen? Probably not. I think that this was long overdue for Twitch, but I think it's just a clever little thought, but who knows? Who knows what those companies do? So as these next weeks go by, keep an eye on Twitch and anything related to it. News, other content creators, keep an eye out, because I think in these next couple weeks, it's gonna really determine whether Twitch stands or whether it falls.